I just started them early because I wanted to. I mean, amazing. I'm pretty excited about that. I'm turning that up. Girl, I just hope I can keep it alive. Hello, welcome to Yellow Door Urban Homestead. I am Asia and I'm an urban gardener growing in a small space out in my backyard. But today we're inside. We're still under a sheet of ice and we have more snow coming. But at least it's snowing, it's not ice that's coming. Because right now we're literally under a sheet of ice. Anyway, I wanted to give y'all a tour of the seedlings before we start putting them outside. So if you're not new here, you remember I started seedlings for spring that I plan to have out in the garden by mid-February. Now with the weather we have, I don't know if that's gonna happen or not. But what I am gonna do is start putting them outside in the Bootstrap Farmer greenhouse so that they can be outside, so the sun can be giving them their light, that kind of stuff. Plus, we're already starting summer things, so I need my seed starting station for the other seedlings, not the spring seedlings anymore. So come Monday, I'm not gonna do it Sunday, but come Monday, I'm gonna start putting these outside as long as the temperatures are not like in the teens or probably below freezing. I haven't really decided yet. I did this last year. I just cannot remember at what time I started doing it. But anyway, y'all, the seedlings are keeping me busy right now, but that is not the only thing that's keeping me busy. I am still working on merch and working on getting my Shopify store set up. And would you believe I am only 2 steps away from getting my Shopify account set up so that I can offer y'all merch. And I want to take a minute to thank the sponsor of today's video, Skillshare. So in case you didn't see my video last month, Skillshare has creative classes for hobbyists, creative professionals, and everyone in between. I love that I can learn at my own pace whenever I have time. I could just start right where I left off. And the instructor that I had for the e-commerce for beginners, he explained everything in detail, y'all. He explained what we were doing in detail, every step, the why behind the step, the many ways you can set up a Shopify account, the reason why some ways may be different from other ways. I really enjoy taking his class. And I mentioned last month how using Skillshare has really taken the scariness out of this process for me. And it also makes it feel less rushed because I can do it at my own pace, like I said, when I have time. And you know what else I like? That in the age of AI, the platform is still committed to keeping creative learning human. Because me personally, I get quite bored and I disengage, baby, in a computer-led class. If you have ever taken a class like at work or even I think at school that was computer-led, then you already know what I'm talking about. And so I love the fact that Skillshare has creative classes taught by world-class creatives. And so getting bored and being disengaged is not an issue for me while I'm taking a class. So if you are looking to reconnect to your creativity or to learn a new skill, Skillshare is where humans come to learn from humans. And the first 500 people to click the link down in my description or to use my QR code will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. So get started with Skillshare today. And I want to thank Skillshare for helping me reach my goal and for sponsoring this video. Okay, so let's get into the seedling tour. I'm actually very excited at how these seedlings are looking, y'all. Also, if you hear the birds, the quail are in here with me. Also the light, so I don't know how well this is looking, but we're also down here because we could have done this in the kitchen, but the freeze dryer is on. So like I said earlier, we got snow and stuff coming and I had things that I wanted to get through the freeze dryer and on the shelf. So the freeze dryer is on in the kitchen, so we are down here, which I think is fine. I think it's fine, y'all. Anyway, let's look at the seedlings, y'all. I'm very excited. Okay, so first of all of the seedlings that will be going outside in the daytime are on this table now because I needed to free up this shelf for all of the things that were starting to germinate. And then we don't have peppers that have germinated. And so I'm thinking it's because they were not under the light. And we do actually have some candy cane that germinated. I hope y'all can see right there. I pulled these down. But anyway, that's why we are doing this. If you remember, I said when I started these seedlings that in February, I was going to start putting them outside. I'm not going to plant them right now. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't because we under a sheet of ice. But I'm not going to plant them right now. I am going to put them outside into the Bootstrap Farmer greenhouse so that they can still get sun, start to get acclimated to being outside. But I'm still going to bring them in at night because we are in the teens at night, sometimes single digits. I just want them to get their sun from outside. That way my shelf will be cleared up because in what, 2 weeks? 2 or 4 weeks, I can't remember. We'll be starting tomatoes, and tomatoes grow fast, they grow big, and I'm gonna need all of my space. So in case you're new here, these are my cold hardy things. So mostly broccoli. You have broccoli rabe in here. There's some cabbage, Swiss chard. There are onions and leeks over here. I'm pretty sure there's leeks. Might be some shallots in there. And I actually just cut these one more time. I don't plan to cut them anymore. We're just gonna let them grow. But let me show y'all just how nice they have grown. So I started these seeds in December. All of this was started in December for the most part. The Swiss chard, this was not started in December, but we did just recently pot these up because they were very leggy, but they're looking much better now. And over here, I cannot remember. I think these are also, those are also broccoli, and these are cabbages. Oh, by the way, look at our oldest snapdragons. I'm pretty sure I'm going to clip these, but I'm also going to pot these up. I'm probably going to put them in the for sale trays, and I'm probably going to put 2 per for sale because we should be able to get these out really soon. Snapdragons really do like cold weather, and so they can actually go through the winter. Had I gotten those planted out early enough, like started the seeds, had them big enough, I could have planted them in the fall. They would have went all the way through the winter, and then they would have flowered for us in the spring. Instead, I'm just putting them out in spring, but that's also why I started them very early. All of these plants, the reason why I started them early, because people are asking, is because I want them to be large enough to withstand the cold that we have. And I also think that they do need some fish emulsion. They're not getting it until they get outside though. That's it, and that is all. Some of them I'm seeing purpling on. It's definitely not because of the cold, because we are inside. I think it's a nutrient deficiency. And then I'm also seeing some yellowing, but I refuse to fertilize with fish emulsion inside of this house this year. Also, update on the ranunculus. We have a lot of them coming up, right? And I know you're probably wondering, why do you just have a light in here? These trays are too big. These are the green stalk trays. I do love them, but they are too big for this shelf. I think maybe only 2 can fit, whereas the bootstrap farmer, we can get 3 across the top. So since I haven't got any mushrooms in here right now, anyway, I'm just leaving them, and I put some clamp lights over top of them. They are looking, I think, a little bit leggy, but I didn't put lights on them until recently. But we will have a good amount of ranunculus, y'all. I'm very, very excited. I have never successfully gotten ranunculus to grow in the house or whatever, bud, I don't know, in the house, or to grow outside from me actually planting the corms. Very excited about that. So this is what happens in my urban space. It couldn't be too many people down here at once because it has really gotten tight in here. But that's what I was hoping for, that we would be ready to put things outside. I could put a table up or something to get them from off of this shelf, and then they would still get light because I'm going to start putting them outside. Also, here we go. This is update on the celery that we up potted. This is the celery. You can see we have some true leaves coming in now. I really do like that. This is moringa. Pretty sure that is from Botanical Interest. This is the thyme. Remember, we put this outside. We planted the seeds, we put the tray outside, and now that they are coming up, I went ahead and brought them inside. If you can see, we also have some oregano in here. So yeah, excited about that. This is the Utah celery. We have some true leaves on this. I really would like this to start moving a little bit faster because I would like it to go out in February as well. The Zabron shallots. So listen, I need to water this. This is very dry, very dry. Our shishito peppers are looking good. We have a few more snapdragons that have come up over here, so we're letting those grow a little bit. Our dill most definitely needs to be watered, but dill likes cooler weather, so these will go out pretty early too. And then you have some more leeks right here, leeks right there. The chives never came up, y'all. Have no idea why. And then back here we have our calendula, which I probably need to pot up soon. Also has aphids on it, y'all. It's not all of them, but some of them do have aphids on them. They also need to be watered. They're in the back. I feel like this whole tray needs to be watered. I put these in here. I added these, but I think this tray needs to be watered. All right, let's take a look at the next tray that's up here and what we have in it. Y'all, our chamomile looks amazing. It looks amazing. Y'all see that? I mean, amazing. I'm pretty excited about that. So over here we have our peppers that we planted at 12 weeks. And I know somebody's gonna say, get a heat mat. I've never used one, but normally it's under the lights. And so this year I did not do that. If things had not germinated, I put them over here and there were no lights in there. I'm pretty sure that now that they're under the lights, we're gonna start to see germination on the peppers, and like the candy cane ones right here, they're coming up. Also, this looks like it needs to be watered too, but I can see right in here, you see that? We got a grand bale coming up. I just decided to like rearrange this stuff today. So these are just now going under the lights. Our eggplant also have not come up yet. All of these were planted at 12 weeks before my first frost. By the way, want to explain the whole first frost, even if you are in zone 7B. Someone left me a comment and they were like, was I recording for this to be 2 weeks ahead of time? I think is what they said. And I am not. Just because we're both in zone 7B, it does not mean that we have the same last frost date, predicted last frost date. And I think I looked yours up from your comment. I think you said you were maybe in Nevada, I think. And I think your last frost date is sometime in May. My last frost date is early April. And so we're in the same zone, but your zone is just to say, can we both grow the same perennial vegetables, essentially, or the same perennial flowers, trees, whatever. It's not really for annual plants. So you're gonna decide when you start your annuals based on your last frost date. So I wanted to put that out there for anybody else who is in my zone. But with these spring seeds, I just started them early because I wanted to, because I think I will have a better chance of getting them out even when it's still pretty cold, because they'll be bigger and they will have had time to be outside in the greenhouse. This is just me trying this. And I'm pretty sure I did it last year too. I didn't keep any notes, but I'm pretty sure I did it last year too. And so that's what I'm doing here. But as it relates to your summer seed, don't follow me just because I'm in 7B. Look at your last frost. Okay. All right. So we have amaranth. You can't really see it, but some of the amaranth is coming up. Our asters is struggling, baby. We got one aster there. We got one aster there. No asters there. That's unfortunate. But the roselle is coming up. It's a light yellow, but it is coming up. If you watched me, I did not soak those or anything. I was telling people that it may be worth it to soak it, but you do not have to. I didn't soak any of these roselle seeds, so just letting you know. These are tomatillos, y'all. I got one and I didn't put it under the light, so it's very leggy, but I'm gonna let it go. The rest of them, I'm not seeing anything yet, but that's okay. We absolutely gonna just leave them and see what happens. We have some bunching onions. We only had 2. Those seeds were old. And then you have some more candy hybrid onions right here. I'm gonna get these planted up or potted up soon. You can see the roots coming out the bottom. I'm gonna get them put into probably for sale trays. But y'all, look at the cilantro. That's another one that likes cooler weather. So I wanna get that out early too. But our dahlias are looking good. They probably need to be potted up. Hold on, the cilantro mixed in with the dahlias, y'all. So these are our dahlias. We have really good germination on the dahlias. Those are from Floret. So they have really good germination. I probably need to pot those up soon too. But y'all, look at all the chamomile. We potted this up together. Chamomile is a slow grower, but that's why I also started that early. It looks so good. The seedlings look good. Just waiting on my peppers. I really want them to hurry it up. All right, I'm just putting it on the second shelf right now. So I'll put them back up once we're done. But now y'all wanna see my saffron? Other than that, nothing else has germinated in this one. I'm gonna take this one. Oh goodness, I'm turning that up. Girl, I should have took them lights down. But look at my saffron, y'all. It looks so good. I just hope I can keep it alive. I can plant it in spring. Like I said, I looked it up. It said I could definitely plant it in spring. But we got so many sprouts in there. I am so glad I decided to just go ahead and plant it. Also, I must have dropped a roselle seed in there because that's exactly what that is, a roselle. But the saffron looks so good. I am so excited. I can't wait to get this out there. I think it's so pretty. Just the leaves are pretty, but I know it's supposed to come out like a flower is supposed to come out, and then I picked the red things in the middle. I know they have a technical name. I cannot think of them right now. They look really good. And all of this, I want to say, is basil. We just planted it, and then this is stuff we planted a long time ago, and it just has not come up. This is snapdragons. That's tarragon. So basically, it's all basil except for these snapdragons and this tarragon. And somebody mentioned that they start their basil way later than I I do, that is cool. I say do what works for you. For me, my basil takes a while to germinate, and I don't know if it's cooler down here in this room or what the situation is, but it takes my basil a while to germinate, so that's why I chose to start mine at 10 weeks. But also, if it were to grow, I could literally just keep chopping it in the house and using it in the house until it was time for me to plant it out, because it would just grow new leaves up until then. So I'm okay with starting mine early. I started mine early because in my situation, they take a while to germinate. Okay, so it wouldn't be right if I didn't show y'all this foolishness. Y'all remember we did those lettuces together? I completely forgot to put them under the light, and that is what we have. Now, what I am doing is waiting to see what we get, because I can still plant them deeper. So I'm just waiting for a few days. It's also probably the soil need to be watered. You know what happens when you think that things aren't working, you kind of start to neglect them. But I'm going to water this, and then I'm also going to plant these deeper. It's lettuce, like I said. Lettuce is pretty easy to grow, so I'm not really upset about it, but it would be nice if I could just use that lettuce that I already planted. So we're gonna have to get that planted up. Oh, I need to close the door. Hold on, y'all. Like I said, the freeze dryer is going. But y'all, that's what the seedlings are looking like. I was going to fertilize the ones that'll be going outside, but I'm gonna skip that fertilizing this week because I want to get some fishy moisture on them when I put them outside. And today is Thursday, so I'm gonna skip it for today. I'm gonna pot up these snapdragons. Y'all have seen me pot up before. I feel like nobody wants to see that again. I'm gonna pot up these snapdragons, might pot up the calendula as well. But I just wanted to show y'all an update on the seedlings. That's really all I got to talk to y'all about at this point. But oh, if there is something you want me to do a video on, just put that down in the comments, because if you're not new here, you know when I don't have anything that's relevant to talk about, I just don't make videos. But if there's something you want to know that maybe I didn't think about, leave it down in the description, and then I will start making videos about things like that. But anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to visit me over on Instagram, where I post about the things going on in my garden almost every day. Bye, y'all.